Right guys, here we have Birds of a Feather by LMan94. So basically this is his match. You see he's got his mothership here. Yeah, this is his mothership here, the drone carrier. He's got a nice ram drone going on here. That looks a decent size for 200 blocks, like probably hollow or something. So he's got some ramming drones over here. Sorry, slowing everything down does also slow the camera orientation, I have discovered. We have a missile drone also with rams. We have some gun drones and some little missile drones again, and I think that's pretty well it. So that is Birds of a Feather from LMan94. Going up against the Birds of Feather is the drone aftershave from Rain Shadow. Let's get everything back to regular speed here and see what happens. So we got some missiles coming out early, a lot of ducker from drone aftershave's helicopter. We have an explosion that I believe was on the back of one of the drone aftershave's drones. However, we do see some of the Birds of Feathers going to pieces down there. Or maybe that was just a bit of ramming going on from those ramming drones. So the drone aftershave's missile box and main mothership right now kind of down. The missile box looking very damaged. The mothership looking like it'll recover, just was knocked off its flight path kind of thing. How are the Birds of a Feather kind of faring? We have an explosion. No idea where that was. Somewhere. So Birds of a Feather appear to be faring pretty well. Their mothership pretty well untouched. A lot of its drones, I would say it's lost a couple drones at least. Probably the ramming drones in the process of ramming have destroyed themselves. Yeah, so, and it looks like those missile drones were also meant to ram and then just act as missiles. That's, maybe they were just the ramming drones then. So main thing left from the aftershave is its little helicopter platform up here, which was just a missile helicopter, I think, but it is now just being completely annihilated. Let's just double check on the status of this mothership. Yeah, it is being completely wrecked now. Fairly certain that the yeah, that's the mothership. Yep. There is absolutely no sight of the. Oh wait, no. Here we have the missile box. But yeah, this right now, I'd say, yeah, quite a decisive victory for first round, going to Birds of a Feather by LMan94. Okay, just get everything back up to time. Let's see if the drone aftershave has any better luck now that it was loaded in first. Early casualty to the Birds of a Feather, having a collision between two of their drones at the back there, as these two forces slowly close in on each other and do not attack because I spawned them in on the same team. Right, let's try this again, guys. Alright guys, I've spawned everything in on the right team this time. Here we go. Here we have Birds of a Feather making their way to attack the drone aftershave. It looks like I did accidentally spawn a couple of their drones underwater, but they had propellers on them, so it looks like they were actually made with that in consideration for low spawns. Directly in front of me we have a very long explosion going on of one of these drones. I think I still have the slowdown set, so I just hit plus for a bit. And here we go, everything should be progressing at normal pace now. The Birds of a Feather ramming the mothership of the drone aftershave, but it is doing much better at having its forces last. Hopefully this isn't too much of an effect on how low I spawned Oh no, yeah, these are meant to be boats, so that's fine. That is fine that I spawned it low. And I do sometimes get in the tendency of spawning everything high, knowing that they're usually planes anyway. But yeah, so looks like the mothership for Birds of a Feather has lost its propulsion, so it is slowly falling. We have another explosion going on in the center here as the drone aftershave mothership, it's down in the water, like it's taken a fair bit of damage, but it is just going to work with that laser turret still. What is left from Birds of a Feather right now? Up in the air here we have the drone aftershaves, the little missile guy, just getting shot at now and then with lasers from the mothership of the Birds of a Feather, which is down over there. It has a laser on its back. Not seeing any sight of the drone aftershaves missile box. Let's not forget that the Birds of a Feather actually have boat craft as well. Over here, they are, I think, ramming what is left of the missile box is what they're attempting to do, or just stuck on this wreckage of this cannon drone, perhaps. Oh no, yeah. If we look over here, we find the missile box has decided to try and become a submarine. I'm not going to call this as out of play because it's not. I've seen it fly around. This is accidental, and it is still partially above water, and its missiles aren't nearly as effective as they probably would be if it was launching them properly. But yeah, so that's where that's gone. It's not dead. It's just a little confused about what it's supposed to be right now. You know, it was hanging out with some of the other drones from around in the drone yard, and some of them like, you know, I know you're like meant to fly in the air and that, but have you ever tried like being on the water? Like being a boat's pretty cool. Like, and he's been like, no, well. I'm flying box, you know, it's not what I'm supposed to do, but he's got those doubts in his mind, so here he is, he's just experimenting a little bit. We all go through a phase, you know, he's at college right now, and it's just the accepted thing, it's what you're kind of meant to do. Anyway, the during aftersave, kind of wasting a lot of time just trying to clear up wreckages right now. I feel like it needs to make its way over and finish off this mothership before the mothership manages to use that back laser to good effect against it. Though the missile box, confused as it is trying to send its missiles over this way, but not being torpedoes, they're not quite making it. It's not quite getting there. So we must assume that we have some repair going on here. There's a possibility that this craft could eventually get back up in the air. Okay, what is happening right now is I think it's lost some laser optics. Oh no, the laser is on the bottom. It's not long enough to not clip its own wings, so it is sacrificing its wings for the greater good of being able to laser down the helicopter drone up here. Yeah, quite an entertaining battle going on here, I must say. Not as one-sided as the first time around, taking a fair while, but very entertaining at least. Well, personally I'm finding it entertaining, but that's because I think I'm funny, which a lot of you guys probably don't. So anyway, just going to let this play out for a while, so it doesn't take too long for everyone to watch. Just I think this is a pretty good vantage point. There we go. So one thing to notice is the drone aftershave's main mothership is back in the air, even though it is still targeting probably the wrong things. It needs to get on over there and finish off the mothership, and then it would have actually won this round if it bothered to do that, as those wreckages it's wasting its time with would not have counted as a viable force. Meanwhile, the helicopter has gone down. So if it doesn't swap its priority soon, it's gonna just prioritize itself out of this battle. Like, it has the advantage right now. All it has to do is attack the actual right craft. I don't know, I feel like for future updates, while submarines are still not considered allowed and that because they're really hard to target and such, people should put a minimum depth thing on their targeting AI possibly, so that you don't waste all your time targeting wreckages that, if you destroy everything else that's left on the battlefield, will be just cold dead anyway, you know? So keep that in mind for future tournaments, people. Finally swapped its prioritization, and now it's just a matter of seeing which mothership is capable of taking the other one out head to head. With the aftershave's overall focus on lesser drones and having a really formidable mothership, I think this was kind of a bit of a no-brainer as to which way this is going to end up going now. Is our missile box still a bit confused? Yeah, it's still over there being confused. It's just a phase, don't worry guys. Alright guys, so the bird of feather mothership now silenced, sitting still. We do just have to wait to make sure that it is going to be killed. Alright, let's have a look at what's going on here. Yeah, it's starting to be cut through completely. Everything's stripped away. It does have a small amount of repair in here. But engines are out, lasers are out, only wood armor to a barrage of lasers. There's no point wasting everyone's time letting this play out too long. So with the main AI gone and everything, and as you can see, the mothership just being constantly stripped, I think we're going to call this round in favour of the drone aftershave. And having been unlucky enough to go up against our forfeited, disqualified submission in the first round, you know, this is a good win for Rain Shadow in showing that yes, his entrant is actually capable of taking a battle. So it is 1-1 now, and we will be going to a final deathmatch decider. Okay guys, here we go with the final round. As always with these final drawbreaker matches, I have tried to spawn the contestants at like extreme distance in order to give both entries time to attain their desired altitudes and no formation kind of thing before actually engaging. Just yeah, try to make it as equal a fight as possible. As always in usual fights, spawning a little bit closer together, spawning in first or second can give either force a little bit of an advantage. So this should be interesting to see what happens. Basically, in the first match, Birds of a Feather got like a really early casualty on the missile box and the mothership itself, which kind of just swung everything in its favour. But by I think mostly managing to avoid the ramming drones, they have managed to survive. Well, this time around they got the missile box by the looks of it. That's him down here, completely wrecked. But the mothership managed to survive again this time. So it's just a matter of whether with those ramming missile craft using themselves on the explosive box and not managing to also get the lasercraft mothership, which way will this go? Like, will the Birds of Feather once again lose out in the prolonged fight? Or do they have something else capable of taking out this mothership? Just going to go quickly under here to see if that laser is still intact. It is not, unfortunately. That was probably their best chance of coming back into this. As before though, the drone mothership will, the drone aftershaves forces will spend a lot of their time first focusing down their enemy's drones. It's just the way their AI is set. So this is fine, you know, thin the drones first, then take care of the mothership. I'm pretty sure that's his strategy. This is fine, except for the fact that he hasn't set a don't attack underwater targets parameter. So if he sinks one of these drones before he completely considers it destroyed, he wastes a lot of time lasering through water to finish it off, as we're about to see possibly happen here. If this ship starts to sink a little bit too deeper, lasers quickly lose their power while they're on the water. But no, this time he has... Oh, he's been taking a hit from the cannon, I think, of this drone. So as I said, the birds of a feather were not out of it yet. They have managed to actually score a really good hit on the mothership of the drone aftershave, bringing it down. Not disabling that laser though. Its effect will be diminished underwater, but it is going for the actual mothership of the birds of a feather. So taking that out, if it manages, you know, to take it out while repairing itself, that would be a really good gain for it actually. So let's just let this all play out for a while now. So we can see a couple of the birds of a feather drones doing some really good work to repair themselves up. One just getting up in the air. That boat near the aftershave has just started moving again, only spinning for now. And this jet towards the bottom of our screen is trying to get itself up and going. Mostly, unfortunately though, it hasn't repaired itself enough to actually get back in the air or anything. But it is getting around to a angle where its cannons can fire on the drone aftershave mothership. I believe that's what actually originally knocked it out of the air as well. Yeah. So this definitely not able to call this battle yet. Could go either way at this point, I would say. Unfortunately, this missile box, I'm not sure if it has any repair drones on it at the moment. Does not look like it, so I don't think that'll ever get back into play. This helicopter's been knocked down a couple times and come back though. That could come back into play. The mothership here still stuck upside down. Its main weapon's still functioning quite well. Just right now, it's trying to target one of these two, and it can't get that attack angle because it's upside down. Ooh, maybe I was mistaken about the missile box here. It's back up in the air. So that's another development in this ongoing battle of disabling and repairing. It is not, as of yet, able to launch its missiles though, and it looks like it's been knocked back out of the air. Meanwhile, we have an explosion down here on the aftershave mothership, but I believe it was actually this ramming ship that was getting lasered. I believe that's what the explosion was. So it's still got this top turret intact, but I think it just took some damage to its engines and is not able to actually fire that laser. How's the helicopter up here going? It's still flying, but its repair bots, I think, were all destroyed, so that's just gonna fly there forever as is, I believe. Down here, the missile box. There we have a couple, 2, 3 repair drones, so that is not out of the game yet. We have a laser coming from the drone aftershave towards the mothership of the birds of a feather. Birds of a feather seems completely unable to repair its under turret. However, this ramming ship might have just won birds of the feather the match and the round altogether by taking off the turret of the drone aftershave's mothership. So yeah, if we quickly take stock of who has attack capabilities right now, we have Joan, the Birds of a Feather have some stuck planes in the water with functioning cannons. They have a little missile flyer who's working perfectly. They have a ramming boat which are working perfectly. Their mothership is completely disabled though. Don't think it's even repairing, or if it is, it's taking forever. On the drone aftershave, they are trying to repair up their missile box, but it has no attack capabilities as of yet. The flying helicopter, I believe we checked on that not long ago, even if it even still exists, I don't think it does. It had no more repair capability left on it. So, as the Birds of a Feather finish off the drone aftershave mothership, I believe they should soon be turning their attention to the missile box. And with no defenses or offense of its own, that here. Oh, the wreckage still. Of its own, it is just a matter of time. So I believe that this is over. The drone aftershave fought valiant. This was a really close match. Entertaining one to watch and entertaining one to commentate for you guys. But in the end, in the third round, it has gone to Birds of a Feather, Birds of a Feather by L-Man 94, and he will be going on in our winners bracket. Alright guys, so we got our final fresh face in this competition. Before you, you see the, get them all in view, one of them, the SARCOPTIC MANGE, SARCOPTIC MANGE from CERN. So we have this central mothership, probably a laser one by the looks of it. Over here we have a flyer, pretty close to its limit, you know. That probably looks like a missile flyer. And shooting off over here we have a very fast third craft that looks like it drops missiles, you know. Yeah, so that is the SARCOPTIC MANGE from CERN, who today go head to head with the BORG mothership, the BORG drones. So right off the bat, we have an early casualty on the side of the drone BORGs. One of, that looks like another drone BORG taken down. One of CERN's drones flying way off field. Looks like it took some laser damage from the drones, the BORG mothership, and is flying in circles. Has been chipped down. Meanwhile over here, was trying to keep it in view as I was looking back and forth. Looks like the BORG drones managed to take out the other one of the SARCOPTIC MANGE's drone ships, and now they've moved their attention to the mothership itself, taking out its flight capabilities. Still, this is in its first showing, the BORG drones were almost untouchable. So SARCOPTIC MANGE has done quite well for itself, even if it does look like it may well have lost this first round of the matchup. Let's just might take a quick opportunity and use the slowing down feature to get a quick, actual decent look at the BORG drones, because I basically forgot completely that this feature existed until I was reminded on the forum the other day. This is what your average BORG drone looks like, you know. Pretty compact, pretty weird flight paths. Yeah, that's it. So speed things back up now and try and get back to the action. The BORG drone mothership changing its focus for a bit just to make sure that so the SARCOPTIC MANGE does not get any reinforcements by repairing its taken down craft. We see a missile coming off one of those down BORG drones, trying to make this long trip to the other wreckage off in the distance. Don't want to miss anything, but I kind of want to see if it makes it. No, okay, it's dropped in the water a little bit short. That's fine. Anyway, so now the BORG mothership has moved into a deadly attack range with the SARCOPTIC MANGE, and is constantly focusing that little laser it has on the bottom of it, just slowly ripping the armor apart as it seals its victory in the first round of this matchup. That is it, guys. Let's see how we go next time round. Okay guys, let's see how we go with the SARCOPTIC MANGE spawning in second, making sure we got everything back up to full speed now. The drone BORG drones making their way across to intercept the SARCOPTIC MANGE and paying the price for doing so. Where? Oh yeah, that's right. One of its drones flies like really wide out at the start, doesn't it? So one of the SARCOPTIC MANGE's drones going out here, I believe that was responsible for those large missiles that we saw hitting the BORG though, just kind of swooping out wide and coming in. So we got a lot of explosions going on, some on the BORG, some on the SARCOPTIC MANGE. Alright, let's just take a quick recap of what's left on every side. We have 1, 2, 3 BORG drones functioning, the BORG mothership functioning quite well. The SARCOPTIC MANGE mothership currently down and exposed, powerless. One of its drones over here trying to rebuild, but unfortunately getting noticed by some of the missiles coming off of the BORG drones, and now the BORG mothership's main laser quickly putting an end to any possibilities of that. Yes, BORG once again quite efficient at killing its enemies. A lot of people I know have said, I know a lot of people don't like balloon armor, but those balloons actually are what's keeping us floating, so I'm not sure like how much of an armor they are. And in my experience, it's really quick to strip balloon armor quickly. So, and to be honest, in its current 2 matchups, we haven't really seen either enemy make an attempt to make a full-on attack at the mothership. So that will be interesting to see as the course of the tournament progresses. As it is though, it has just taken 2 consecutive wins and will be moving on in our winners brackets. That is the BORG drones once again by Ryation, taking down the SARCOPTIC MANGE from CERN, who will be joining our other losers from today in the losers bracket. Remember, just because it's called the losers bracket doesn't mean that you're all losers. It means you just need a second chance. Yeah, you're not out of the competition yet. So thank you everyone for tuning in and watching part 2 of our NETA Cup 500k-3 Dronemaster edition. On screen now you should have the current standings with the tree and all. This time hopefully with the losers bracket filled in, as I didn't do that at the end of the last video. Sorry about that. I feel like there was something else I wanted to mention at the end of the video, but it has slipped my mind, so it can't have been that important. So yeah, that is it. The usual things I ask at the end of every video. Please, if you've enjoyed the video, leave a like, possibly subscribe to the channels, watch the rest of the tournament. There was a previous NETA Cup tournament which wasn't for just drones, it was a single craft. You can find that channel's playlist on my page. I might put it in the description or put a little annotation for you as well. And any feedback and like constructive feedback is always welcome. Don't worry about hurting my feelings. I'm fairly new at making videos and that. You can leave that either in comment form here or go to the forum on the From the Depths official forums and leave your comment in the thread there. I've been Dunkurtin and I'll catch you guys at the next round of the tournament.